I think it's kind of evident that most of these companies don't take this seriously enough. You might have individual regional offices that might be doing their best kind of thing, but I think it's pretty clear that on balance, most companies um, don't care enough, really. They care about it as long as it looks good on paper and it doesn't affect their bottom line. I think that's the sort of dynamic that we've seen so far. But a government doesn't really have a profit motive in that sense. The motive is more, akin to something like, garnering social stability or helping their population, to affluence or, something along those lines, right? But the point is more, this is why certain regulatory guardrails and requirements and regimes must be imposed on companies, because there are some interests that I think a corporation is just never going to consider in the same way that let's call it a well-functioning government would have to consider, at least in practical terms. So I get frustrated very often when I hear more talks about like this very simplistic thing about, but regulation will, completely undermine our innovation power, which is like, well, yes, it might help us grow the economy, but a little bit at what cost to like people, right? Is it really an outcome that you want that say, oh, look, on paper, our economy grew by 5%, but unemployment rates just skyrocketed to 20%? Because yes, we've automated, we're making more money than ever, but like we're having a whole social crisis as a result. Is that really the outcome we need here?